This year at the Girls' Rendezvous, we as staff felt the incredible power of a group mind setting an intention. Before the rendezvous happened, we got together as staff and we recalled the years of comparison and competition between the boys and the girls that have happened as long as I've been a part of the rendezvous, and the stories go back from before I was involved. And so we set the intention to release and dismiss this competition and comparison. And in arriving at the Art of Mentoring, we sat down with the boys' staff to come to unity with them as to how we might blend the girls' rendezvous and the boys' rendezvous in a meetup, in a held space by staff, by elders, to do some work around this. We had no idea what we were in for. We had a vision of what it might be, and it wasn't before sitting down with the boys' staff that we really got to the heart of what our intention was as a group and the work that we were going to be doing with the teens once we were out there. So it was a 24-hour process, preparing to meet up with the boys. Happened the night before, and before the girls even knew that we were going to be doing that. We sat around a fire in our Mandan Lodge with the girls, and this beautiful conversation was opened with them about relationship. And, you know, we briefly touched on all kinds of relationship, but really honed in on romantic relationship. And boy, did we hit the right topic. The girls were on the edges of their seat. They were just so psyched to be in a space where they could talk about this in a safe and healthy way with mentors. And the girls are so wise. The questions that they asked, the observations that they make, it was so clear to me how much they see and how much they're paying attention, because this time of their life is really about, you know, part of it is about figuring out how to be in relationship with romantic intention. And so this conversation was closed for the evening after questions were answered, after thoughts were pondered, with a story. And Mai told a story about her travels in Guatemala and about the interactions of a group of boys and a group of girls, about them choreographing a dance, and the girls being really tight in their unity of their dance, and the boys not really knowing what to do or how to dance. They were goofing off and playing basketball, and Mai called all the girls over, and her words of advice were, just tell the boys what to do. They don't know how to do it, just tell them what to do. And when Mai returned, they were dancing in unity beautifully and perfectly. So that was a really beautiful piece to share at the end of the night, to, you know, empower the girls to share what their needs are with the boys. So the next day was a day to prepare for meeting with the boys. And we started the preparations by meeting with the elders. And in meeting with the elders, we emerged out of the woods, and the elders were sitting on red blankets in the field underneath a tree and waiting for our arrival with chocolate to share. And it was asked of the elders if they would help us to prepare 3 questions to ask of the boys and 3 statements that we wanted to share. And so this process happened over time, until unity had emerged about what those 3 questions and what those 3 statements would be. And it was perfect timing because it was time to run down and meet the boys at the pond.